Really colored me surprised in this situation that they canceled PvE. They're still coming out with PvE, but not the one where we saw in 2019 where it had like the skill tree and all that type of stuff. No, Blizzard decided to cancel that whole PvE experience and give us the same experience that we had in Overwatch. Now, instead of me explaining what's going on, how about I go ahead and play a little bit from the dev update for you guys? This is some bull.
You have been tweeting a lot lately, tweeting about a roadmap, saying it's coming mid-May. It's been on my timeline a lot.
I do have an update. We're going to run through the roadmap today. We're going to talk about what's coming in future seasons. We're going to talk a bit about PvE. And I think to kick us off, I wanted to ask Aaron to give us a little bit of a history lesson and some context.
Yeah, you got it. We announced Overwatch 2 in 2019, and a part of that presentation was about this always-on, deeply replayable PvE experience.
Yeah, sorry to say this, guys. It would have been nice to have PvE in that game, the way they were having the skill trees and all that type of stuff. It would have been nice. It would have been a nice way to take a break from all the bullshit that happens in PvP, sorry guys. Because every single time I would play PvP in that game, it's always somebody complaining about something instead of coming together as a team and working as a team so we can win a game. And this is not just a problem with Overwatch 2. This happened in Overwatch. But since Overwatch 2 came out, this problem has accelerated and only gotten worse. We have begged you guys to fix matchmaking multiple times, but you refuse to listen, and it's still garbage. This is why I had dropped Overwatch. But you know what? I was holding out hope because PvE is coming out, and you know what? I can have a little break. I can play that with friends, but no. You know what? Let's keep watching.
And as work slowly continued on Overwatch 2, we began to pull more and more of our focus and energy away from the live game and all of the people that were playing it. We had players that were excited to be playing that game, and they just wanted more of it. So we had a difficult choice to make. We could continue working on our original vision for Overwatch 2 without a definitive end date in sight, or change our strategy and get something in front of players sooner.
I know a lot of people may or may not agree with this take that I'm about to do, but translation, we're going to drop PvE and focus solely on PvP because it makes easier money on it versus releasing PvE. Because it's been proven that if we focused on skins, bullshit timed events, it makes the most money out of everything. So your PvE, we're going to focus on PvP.
We chose the latter, and we released Overwatch 2 last October with new heroes, new maps, new modes, and regular seasonal updates. But more than that, we shifted our values for how we want to develop the game. No longer would we store content up for really big releases and leave the game sort of languishing on the side. Now we made a commitment to always prioritize the live game and all of the people playing it, and to devote our development efforts there. This game is nothing without all of you.
We have waited for PvE since 2019, and you're basically coming out saying, yeah, we're going to scrap this idea due to the fact that, the live service makes more money. Yeah, I think my translation was on the nose on this one. Like, I wouldn't be too upset if we had the original Overwatch. I'd be like, okay, I could just go back to the original Overwatch and not have a fucking problem. But they took that from us. They took our purchase. Mind you, we bought the original Overwatch. They took that, reskinned the whole thing, put a new pretty face of fucking makeup on it, and said, here's Overwatch 2. It's like every time I hear Overwatch 2, there's always bad news about it, especially when you had to sign up with your phone, the overpriced skins, and the poorly optimized matchmaking. It's always something terrible with this game, and it absolutely pisses me off.
Yeah, and I really can't say enough about how much we've learned over the past 8 months or so. And more importantly, we've taken that learning and we've put it back into the game. So as early as Season 2, I think you start seeing some updates we've made based on your feedback and based on what we've learned. We've been changing all of our systems. We've been adjusting hero balance way more frequently, constantly revisiting the roadmap behind the scenes to make sure that what we're planning to deliver is going to be great for everyone out there. And that really has been an awesome experience for us. And partially it's because we feel like we're able to deliver a better game to all of you. And partially it's because we hope that you're enjoying it more.
Oh, yeah, you guys definitely learned your lesson. Yeah, you're definitely penalizing the people quitting during matches, and the matches just turn into a one-way street of, you lose, sucker, because your teammate decided to quit. Or how about the jerk-off that decides to go and respawn and cry in chat saying, you need to switch to this hero so we can win. I don't want to play this game anymore. Screw you. How about taking care of those people? Those people that refuse to work as a team with us. I understand that a lot of people don't click together, which is perfectly fine. But I'm talking about the people that purposely throw games, and you guys refuse, still to this day, to take care of that problem. And for God's sake, where is the progression system for this game? When I was still playing it, like in the early month of this game, there was zero progression. You had to pay for progression, aka the battle pass, just to play this fucking game and feel like you're progressing. And even if you bought the battle pass, the experience that you would get from the games and the challenges didn't work progressively and didn't pour out enough. And I'll bet you money right now, fucking $20 on the line right now, those skins in the store that you have in that game are still overpriced. I'll bet you anything it's overpriced. I'll bet you anything that you stuck the good skins behind paid events and fucking battle pass. I'll bet you anything. I'll bet you still it's in the same fucking state that I left it.
Than previously when the original game was kind of slowing down a little bit in development. But at the same time, development on the PvE experience really hasn't made the progress that we would have hoped. The team has created a bunch of amazing content. So, there's awesome missions that are really exciting. There's brand new enemies that are super fun to fight, and some truly great and ridiculous hero talents. But unfortunately, the effort required to pull all of that together into a Blizzard quality experience that we can ship to you is huge. And there really is no end in sight or defined kind of end date where we can put that out into the world. And so we're left with another difficult choice. Do we continue to pour all that effort into PvE, hoping that we can land it at some point in the future? Or do we stick with this set of values that we've aligned on and focus on the live game and focus on serving all of you?
Again, all I'm hearing is excuses. What happened during the 3 years? I understand the pandemic happened, but you've had 3 years to work on the PvE. What happened? What, for the love of God, what happened to this? All I hear is nothing but excuses and telling us what happened. It sounds like you're trying to, again, and I'm going to reiterate this again, that they're favoring PvP so they can maximize profit instead of just saying, oh, here's a nice little PvE enjoyment for you guys to go enjoy. Here you go. I'll bet you anything that they're just taking all those missions, instead of giving us a nice quality product, they're going to take all those missions, set them to limited time events, and then gouge us with these overpriced skins and other whatever sprays and other bullshit that they decide to come up with. It's this modern gaming bullshit that has ruined gaming for everybody. Not just the newer generation or the older generation, everybody. This modernization of games has just ruined gaming.
With everything we've learned about what it takes to operate this game at the level that you deserve, it's clear that we can't deliver on that original vision for PvE that was shown in 2019. What that means is that we won't be delivering that dedicated hero mode with talent trees, that long-term power progression. Those things just aren't in our plans anymore.
Translation, that means that we're going to scrap PvE because it's a lot of hard work to do, supposedly, and we're just going to take the easy way out and do PvP instead and gouge your wallets of the skins. It's like a fucking circus dealing with Blizzard sometimes. I swear to God. And I want to remind everybody, too, that they took Overwatch away from us, so they could have kept the original Overwatch perfectly fine and kept updating it over and over again, but no, they had to go and show off, say, hey, look, we're going to make Overwatch 2, guys. Why don't you come enjoy this and hype this over fucking bullshit of a game up again? Yay!
And we know that this is going to be disappointing to many of you, which is why we wanted to bring it up before we talked about the roadmap. And to be perfectly honest, it's been really difficult for many of us and a lot of folks on the team who've poured their heart and soul into that stuff.
Going forward, though, rather than doing a big one-time PvE releasing, and rather than pouring all of our efforts into these singular releases, we're planning to make co-op gameplay and co-op experiences just part of our live roadmap. So we want you to be able to experience it more often and with more variety than we had originally announced.
I swear to God, I feel so bad for the people that actually put time and effort into it to make that PvE update, just for these bigwig assholes to come in and say, no, we're just going to go ahead and cancel it. You know, thank you for doing all your hard work, but we're going to go ahead and scrap it and just mold it into something else. You know, not a big deal. We'll keep it around, but the original idea, scrap, get it out of here. And oh, thanks for adding it to like the little tiny little updates. Yay, fine, I get to play summer games again and Junkenstein's Revenge for the millionth fucking time. Yay, thanks Blizzard, so fun.
We're going to be releasing our first major story-based event featuring a new set of missions, and it'll kick off a brand new story arc for Overwatch. And beyond that, we have a lot more co-op features planned. Some canon and some very not canon. And we just want to give ourselves flexibility to explore the universe of Overwatch and its cast of heroes and villains, as well as just try new things. We're going to continue to find the most exciting ways of bringing new experiences to the running game on a frequent and consistent basis.
Then what was the purpose of Overwatch 2? This makes zero sense. You scrapped Overwatch, the original game that had the same premise and everything, but then you said, let's bring Overwatch 2 in so we can add these new fun mechanics in. But then a year later down, when after you released it, after a fucking year, you just said, screw the idea. We'll just go back to what originally Overwatch 1 was. I swear to God, Blizzard is the worst company to deal with. It really is.
Let's bring up that roadmap that Jared was talking about.
I'm done. Overwatch is an absolute fucking shit fest. I'm done. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and do all that sellout shit. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later, fam.